It's really exciting. It's a van full of adorable dogs and puppies, and what's not to love about that?
Oh my God, I want this one.
Usually when the van gets here, we'll page for the staff and everyone comes out and we unload the dogs. And they all get baths. A lot of them are pretty stinky and dirty. Then they go into their kennels, they get fed, give them time to kind of relax and settle in. Usually either the same day or the next day they get vaccinated and looked over by our clinic staff. The puppies, if they're a certain age, will go into quarantine in foster homes just to make sure that they didn't bring up any communicable diseases. Here in the Northeast, we're doing a great job spaying and neutering, and we don't have an overpopulation of dogs up here like they are still having down south. We're transporting in about 100, 130 dogs a year from Mississippi and Louisiana. It's really becoming standard practice for the animal rescue community to help transport dogs up from the south. Lollypop Farm in particular has really been at the national forefront of this effort for the last 15 years. Community support really helps us bring these guys up because there are costs involved with transporting them from the south up here. Once they're here, getting them spayed and neutered, microchipped, all their other vaccines, heartworm testing, any other additional medical care that might be needed once they arrive. The foster parent is taking home those puppies that need quarantine, really to keep an eye on them for those 2 weeks, and they're really getting much needed vital socialization time with people.
We got into fostering because we actually have a dog from Lollypop as well, so we thought it would be great to foster. And my kids were home from college, and we had someone to take the time to be with them and to play with them. He's amazing, loving, just as cute as could be. I hope he goes to a great home and someone that can spend a lot of time with him and give him the love that he deserves.
We couldn't do what we do without these foster volunteers. They're incredible. They're doing all the dirty work, and that's the truth of it. It's so exciting always because I usually get the backstory on some of these guys. One of my favorites was Sassy. She was adopted in a matter of hours, and I told our partner down in Mississippi, and she said the dog had been sitting in a shelter for a year. That's super cool to see. It's very rewarding to see all this hard work that we're doing to try to help out the rest of the country and get these dogs placed in loving homes.
We were talking about getting another dog, so we have a little playmate with Duke. It just kind of came to be.
Arthur was very excited to meet Duke, and Duke has just been, from the start, very gentle with him. They're just like immediate brothers.
Duke's little buddy, so he follows him everywhere he goes.
I feel like it was love at first sight. Arthur is just very rambunctious, and he's a spunky little puppy, and he's so lovable. And I don't know, his tail is just always wagging, and he's so cute. I've just heard a lot about shelters in the South. Just the conditions are not good. And he now has a family and a loving home. I love that. I would definitely check out Lollypop. I feel like there are just so many dogs out there that are in need of homes and that deserve a chance. Everything feels great. The whole process was great, and just knowing that we did something good and it turned out so well that Duke is so happy too. It's been great.